So a very good morning to all the students of class 10th D. Today we are going to start with beta another book, that is Footprints Without Feet. So you should have this book ready with you. I have already informed you about it. We'll be starting new chapter, and chapter number 1, A Triumph of Surgery. So this is the, you can say, last chapter of your syllabus for first periodic. Clear beta? Before I start this chapter, I'll be introducing you with the characters. We have in the extra class also, I have discussed in detail, but let me, because many of you were not there, so let me introduce you with the characters. So there are major 3 characters are there. All are, yes, Divyansh, beta, you're writing it correct. I have already discussed the syllabus. There are these chapters which we have covered in 3 poems: Fire and Ice, Dust of Snow, and Tiger in the Zoo. 3 poems are there. And the chapters which we have completed so far, including this, A Triumph of Surgery. Fine. So no more questions when I'm teaching now. Clear? Now characters are Mrs. Pumphrey, Tricky, and Dr. Harriet. Firstly, let me tell you who's Mrs. Pumphrey. Mrs. Pumphrey is a very rich lady who believes in world of, you can say, in projecting her richness in everything. You know, there are many kind of people in this world. There are some people who are rich, but they just keep on showing to others the brands, the clothing, the kind of food they eat. They keep on sharing the pictures of the food on Instagram handles and on social media accounts, mainly the teenagers, right? Using social media is not bad, but just showing off your richness or the kind of things you're doing, that's not good. Fine. Triumph of Surgery will be projecting such lady who is rich and who keeps on, you know, she lives in such imaginary world that she is not able to see the reality of life. What is the reality of life? We should take good care of ourselves. We should eat good. We should eat in proper amounts also. Amount matters a lot. Fine. The size of your meal matters a lot. What you are eating, that matters, but the amount of in which you are eating, that also matters. You might have seen in the morning, I was telling to the students that your mothers, they keep on telling you or cow, you know, you want one chapati, they will put in one more, and they feel so happy and satisfied. Wow, my child is eating more. In Punjabis, this is in blood only. To feed the child, you can say more and more, and we feel more satisfaction. Okay, zyada khaya, bahut acha hua. So actually, I already told you that if you join your hands together, this is the size of your stomach. Fine, this much is the size, and this much food we can put inside our stomach. But what we do is double and triple. We just gobble anything. One burger, buy one burger, second is free. Let's eat 2 of them. Fine. This kind of psyche we people are having. So rather than eating this much, we eat that much, which leads to bad health issues, obesity, fine, other health issues are there. So one should take good care of oneself. And if you eat more, you will feel, you start feeling lazy. You just become couch potato. Fine, couch potato doesn't mean that you become a potato. Means you just keep on sitting and looking at the screens. And these days we are not having any outdoor games, and because of pandemic also we are not able to go out. But what you should do is you should eat in a proper amount. Fine. And also you should take proper you should do exercise also. If you can't go outside your house, you can just walk, you can just run, you can climb the stairs 10 times or 20 times a day, you can skip a rope, you can do push-ups, boys especially. Fine. Even girls can do. I never say that girls can't do push-ups and all. Fine. So whatever sort of exercise you can do, you should do along with eating. That is the need of the hour, and that applies to animals also. Animals, they eat and they keep on wandering and running here and there, and they exercise. But in the case of this A Triumph of Surgery, there is one lady named Mrs. Pumphrey who is very rich and keep on feeding it her dog named Tricky. Second character is Tricky. He's also a character because she's feeding him like anything, and she has fed that dog to that extent. But I'm going to explain the first page now because we have read so far already. And Dr. Harriet is so much worried about whenever he sees Tricky and his mistress, Mrs. Pumphrey, he gets worried. He's a veteran doctor, a doctor of animals. They are specifically different. They're not the ones, the doctors for human beings cannot treat animals, and vice versa. Fine. So he's a veterinary doctor and he treats animals. And whenever he sees Tricky along with this Mrs. Pumphrey, he says that he is so fat. This dog is so fat and huge, and his eyes are bloodshot, means as if blood coming out of his eyes. Yeah, and his tongue is rolled up outside. इतना खाया हुआ है उसने that he's looking very fat and huge and tongue coming out of his mouth, and that sort of thing he's having. And you can say bloated. Bloated here means beta swollen. Means his face is swollen as if he has eaten that much. Clear? Rheumy is means wet. Wet, sometimes we feel that the person is crying with rheumy eyes, but it's not crying, but like you can see the watery eyes, rheumy eyes. Clear? Meaning you can write side by side, beta. Fine. Lolled out means coming out of the face, of the mouth. Then Mrs. Pumphrey was just explaining again. Dr. Harriet happens to meet Mrs. Pumphrey on the one of the, you can say, way to, he was going somewhere, and he asked about Tricky, and she says, my dog looks very weak. My dog is not eating much. In spite of 3 meals a day, I also offer him some, you can say, she has mentioned that she gives something, some malt, cod liver oil, a bowl of Horlicks. This is the extra, you can say, cod liver oil is fish oil. Fine, cod liver oil is fish oil. So she is doing, you can say, every minute, every hour, she's trying to feed her dog every hour. So this is the wrong thing which she is doing. She should not feed dog to that extent. And doctor asks, what about the exercises, ma'am? She says, no, he just walks with me because, you know, gardener cannot take him for long walks, or we are not throwing rings on him so that he can catch and run, because my gardener is also busy in his work. So that is the problem. Fine. And he has been down with lumbago. There is one word I told you in the morning, I'll be discussing later. Last paragraph, beta, last line. The gardener has been down with lumbago. Underline the word lumbago, it means backache. Backache. Kamar dard hona. So there has been no ring throwing lately. She's saying that my gardener is so busy. He's down with this problem of backache and he's not taking our dog out. So he just take casual walks with me. It means no exercise, overeating, every hour eating, fine, leads to bad health issues. Now come to page number 2, beta. Every one of you, is it clear to everyone? Those who joined later, they're not there in the extra class in the morning. Send me thumbs up, beta. Is it clear to everyone? The first page. Come on fast. Fine. So now on second page, you can see the picture, beta. Now I'll be sharing screen with you. Sometimes we get so busy in explaining that I wanted to show the first page also, but I forgot. Let's see. So you can see here Mrs. Pumphrey with her fat dog whose tongue is lolled out. Okay, Hasita, meaning of lumbago is beta backache. Kamar dard hona, backache hona. You are asking me to repeat the meaning of lumbago. It means backache. Fine. Is it clear, Hasita? So in this picture, you can see tongue lolled out, fat tummy, fat dog, is not even able to walk. Mrs. Pumphrey dressed up in very rich manner. Dr. Harriet comes out of his car and he meets and asks this lady. Clear? And she's saying no exercise. I'm just trying. My dog is feeling very weak, and also they are sharing the word about the dog. Clear? I tried from here onwards. I'm going to explain better. Yeah. Let's start. I tried to sound severe. Now I really mean this. If you don't cut his food right down and give him more exercise, he's going to be really ill. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. Whose words are this? These words are uttered by Dr. Harriet, that veteran doctor. He's saying that, ma'am, I must tell you very strictly, you need to cut out his food right now. You are not supposed to give that much food which you are giving, and you should give more exercise. Otherwise, he's going to fall ill. You have to be strict enough. You have to harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. So Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hands, and she again was not taking it very seriously. She was just thinking that whatever doctor is saying is like for the sake of saying. Oh, I will, Mr. Harriet. I'm sure you are right, but it is so difficult, so very difficult. She set off head down along the road as if determined to put the new regime into practice immediately. She just showed off in front of the doctor as if, yes, she's going to regime is routine, beta. New regime is new routine, new schedule. She behaved as if definitely from now onward, she's going to add something extra into the diet, or she's going to take care of the dog in a good manner. So this paragraph I'm going to explain now, beta. Then what happened? I watched their progress with growing concern. Being a serious doctor, some people are not serious about their profession, but some people are. He was very concerned. Dr. Harriet was very concerned about his profession. So he was taking everything seriously. He watched the progress with growing concern. Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. Now write down the meaning of tottering along. Tottering along means, beta, staggering. Staggering. Staggering means tottering along when somebody is not able to walk properly. You can see in the picture also his legs are moved inside, or you can see he's not able to walk. Staggered walk, limping walk. He's not able to walk in a right way. Clear? So tottering along means staggering. Then he was watching the dog was tottering along in his little tweed coat, that very good coat which he was wearing. He was not able to carry it even. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats. You can imagine the love of this Mrs. Pumphrey for the dog, that even we people are not having that wardrobe of coats the dog was having. She has prepared one proper wardrobe, one proper, you can say, setup of cupboard for this dog, and he was having n number of coats into this, many coats, and he would wear by changing it on daily basis. For the cold weather, he is having different coats. A raincoat for the wet days. He struggled on drooping in his harness. Harness is that chain which he is holding. I thought it would not be long before I heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. The expected call came within a few days. So within a few days, after meeting Dr. Harriet, she went back to her house, and then she called this Dr. Harriet. Mrs. Pumphrey was distraught. Now, what happened? Distraught means when you are very upset. Clear? Upset. So when she called, her voice was quite upsetting, as if she's going to talk something serious. Fine. Distraught means upset with her. Clear? Tricky would eat nothing, refused even his favorite dishes. And besides, he had bouts of vomiting. Bouts are fits. F-I-T-S. Means she's saying that now he's having that indigestion problem. You know, when our system of the body, when we do overeating now, it leads to food poisoning. So when we sometimes, puking out and bouting and vomiting everything out is good for our health. Even doctors feel so. It cleanses our system. When you drink that hot water, that leads to good health sometimes. It cleanses our system. So what happens? The dog was not eating anything. He was not able to chew. He was not able to engulf anything. And he was just having the bouts of vomiting. And she just tells doctor he's even refusing his favorite dishes. and he's just vomiting. He spent all his time lying on rug and panting. Panting is breathing heavily. Rug is that piece of cloth which is lying over there, that mat and all. So she says just he keeps on lying on the rug all the time, and he does not eat anything, and he keeps on just vomiting. And whenever I offer anything to eat, he did not go for walks also, and he's just breathing heavily. He didn't want to do anything. She was worried. I had made my plans in advance. The only way was to get Tricky out of the house for a period. So now Dr. Harriet was smart enough. He thought if I would say, suggest some new diet to this lady, Mrs. Pumphrey, she will not follow it permanently. She's not going to follow, because she'll keep on feeding this dog. Unless and until I move this dog out of this house, he cannot get fined. He cannot be treated properly. So he decided to take this dog out of the house. The poor lady almost, then what happened? He just, I suggested that he need to be hospitalized for about a fortnight. Fortnight is better 2 weeks. Fortnight is approximately 2 weeks, means 15 days. To be kept under observation. He says, I need this dog to be for 2 weeks to be hospitalized in my hospital, and he needs to be taken care. The poor lady almost swooned. Swoon means getting mad. Fine. From here onwards, I'm explaining better. So the poor lady almost swooned. She was getting mad that why this doctor is asking me to take my dog away from me. The dog lovers can understand. You know, in the morning I asked you how many of you are having dogs and all. We get so attached to the dog that they are so loyal to you that you can't even live without your dogs for a day. She was sure he would pine and die if he did not see her every day. She tells the doctor, you have decided to take my dog along with you, but I don't think so he will be able to, because he is not the habit of living without me. He will die. So she says that my dog cannot live and without me. So this is the suggestion. She herself doesn't want to leave the dog actually. So followed by Mrs. Pumphrey's wailings. Wailings are when you crying. Right? She was crying literally, and she has not lived without her dog for so long. So that's why she was just thinking, how will it be possible to live without him? So now we are on this page number 3. And but I took a firm line. Tricky was very ill, and this was the only way to save him. In fact, I thought it best to take him without delay, and followed by Mrs. Pumphrey's wailings, I marched out to the car carrying the little dog wrapped in a blanket. So he wrapped the dog in the blanket and just took him along with him in his car. The entire staff. But if you have any confusion, I'm just starting from this paragraph. Okay. The entire staff, I guess we'll be able to finish it off till read and find out. Clear? You will be answering these questions. The entire staff was roused and maids rushed in and out, bringing his day bed, underline his day bed, his night bed, favorite cushions, toys, rubber rings, breakfast bowl, lunch bowl, supper bowl. Realizing that my car would never hold all the stuff, I started to drive away. See, dog was about to go for 15 minutes. This lady, the rich lady, started calling all the servants in the house. Then they were bringing his day bed was different, night bed was different, a lunch bowl was different, breakfast bowl, even bowls were different. See, for dog. And supper means dinner. So what a luxurious life the dog was leading. And realizing that even dog, he was thinking that every stuff won't be there fitted in my car, why they're bringing. So he started driving away. As I moved off, Mrs. Pumphrey, with a despairing cry, threw an armful of the little coats through the window. He started moving his car that I cannot stuff these things in my car. That was the answer actually, without saying anything. So that lady, Mrs. Pumphrey, threw some coats into the window, from the window into doctor's car. And I looked in the mirror before I turned the corner of the drive. Everybody was in tears. So he just had that rare view, and he looked at from that mirror that everybody was crying that this dog is going. Out on the road, I glanced down at the pathetic little animal gasping on the seat by my side, gasping to breathe. Fine, he was not even able to breathe. You know, some problems of health issues, most of the, I believe, health issues start coming when your health is not well. You are having, you're overweight and you're obese, and number of problems occur due to this problem of overweight. So I patted the head. He felt this dog is very poor. Why this mistress keep on feeding him? I patted at the head, and the tricky made a brave effort to wag his tail. Wag means to move. So dog was showing his consent. When dog was being loved by the doctor, he just started moving the tail. The dogs do like that only. Poor old lady. Poor old lad. Lad means boy. Sometimes we use the word boy for dogs also. We say good boy, good lad in that way, right? I said, you haven't a kick in you, but I think I know a cure for you. So dog and doctor having the time. Doctor is driving, dog is sitting, and doctor is saying that you have not a kick in you, but I think I know a cure for you. He's trying to say, though you are not showing that improvement, but even though I cannot see any kick from your side, kick doesn't mean that literal kick. It means that there is no sign of improvement or your deteriorating health is there. But even then, I have a cure for you. Cure was no medicine to be given, no injections to be injected into his body. The only and only thing is he would be stopping his extra diet. Clear? So this is the thing. Now I would be asking beta, the ones who want to answer can raise hand. 2-3 minutes I'm taking extra. This is the break time. So we can answer those who can answer. The first question is the narrator as rich as Tricky's mistress? Narrator, who is the narrator? Dr. Harriet is the narrator in this chapter. Do you think he's as rich as Tricky's mistress? Anyone? No, the famous surgeon does not seem to be as rich as Tricky's mistress, because how do we prove it? When he's not well off, yes, Bisam, he's not rich, because when Mrs. Pumphrey started putting everything, different thing, then he was just moving on, and we could see from the gesture of the doctor that he's not as rich as Mrs. Pumphrey is. How does he treat the dog? Dr. Harriet realizes that the only fault of Tricky is greed for dog. So he is having that greed for dog, and he simply can't refuse any food. He is taken care in that way only. Whenever a food will be given to him, he would not say no to it, and for 2 days he won't be giving any food to him. He will be just taking care of the proper healthy diet only. So why is he tempted to keep Tricky on as a permanent guest? That question that we can do later on, beta, because they have not covered that much here. So with this, I'm just taking the leave, and please join well in time tomorrow. Take care of yourself. But for the extra class, I will inform in the group whether it will be there or not, because there are now only one chapter. Okay, beta, take care.